That's right, Lauren. Wrestling is back. And John, we had the chance to feel the energy of Carver once again.
It's not our first rodeo, but it still never gets old.
Speaking of first rodeos, a couple of Hawkeyes got their first taste of Carver on Sunday against Chattanooga.
I had the chance to take a deeper look into one of those debuts when a different Brands made his appearance.
Redshirt freshman Nelson Brands took the mat at Carver Hawkeye Arena for the first time in his career and won the 184-pound match 8-4, even though he only weighed in at 176. But it's safe to say he had some nerves.
Yeah, nervous is an understatement. I mean, I'm peeing every 5 minutes upstairs, so it was fun to get those nerves out, and I hope they liked what they saw because I'd love to be back out there.
Even though the first time was one for the books, he knows it's time to step up and be one of the greats.
You have no idea what it's like until you're out on that mat. It was something crazy, and now you got to strive to be like someone like Kemmer who just beat his opponent 20-0, which is mind-boggling. I get to drill with him, I get to drill with Marinelli, I get to drill with the best in the nation, and I can't ask to be anywhere else.
Thanks to drilling with stars like Kemmer and Marinelli, Brands hit his shots with a good percentage. But Uncle Tom would like to see even more points out of the rookie.
I like when guys go out and score points. I think he could probably stay in there more. In the middle of that match, I think he probably proved that. You know, he was I think he was 3 for 4 on shots. And we know that that's his strength. So why not be 13 for 14?
Only time will tell if Nelson will take the mat in Ames on Sunday for their heated rivalry against the Clones.
Also this weekend, Iowa football took down the undefeated Golden Gophers in Kinnick.
And a large part of that is due to the Hawk offense.
DITV sports reporter Zach Lohman has more on what made Iowa's offense so special under the lights.
Iowa's offense came into the game versus Minnesota scoring more field goals than touchdowns. But on Saturday, the Hawks only used the field goal unit once during the entire game.
I think we've been saying that since, first game we want to start fast, and then the first drive was really, epitomized that. We started pretty quick. But, it kind of just, I think I've said it a ton of times before, just snowballed everything. We just got to get started.
Iowa's offense was able to trade in field goals 4 touchdowns. They had 2 through the air and 1 on the ground.
We kind of put that first half together was probably one of our best halves of football that we've played. There's still room to improve. We kind of stalled out a little bit in the second half, but, everybody did a great job all week at really being, internally motivated to take it upon themselves and really come out and play the best that we could.
Iowa will want to keep their offense rolling as they head into their last home game of the season. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium, Zach Lohman, DITV Sports.
As Zach said, Iowa will have their final home game of the season against the Fighting Illini at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
Now going from the turf to the hardwood, one freshman stepped up her game when guard Alexis Civilian went down with a foot injury.
DITV sports reporter Tanner Desplank has more on how one guard was able to fill Civilian's shoes.
Gabby Marshall, the freshman, got her first opportunity for the Hawkeyes starting the game against North Alabama.
I mean, it's just another game. I just tried to take my time and know that we were down a couple players and just do whatever I could to fill that gap.
Marshall felt little to no pressure, scoring 13 points with 3 from three-point range, and one of those was from the right baseline with a minute left, sealing the deal for the Hawkeye victory.
Coming out here and having to be a starter in your second game as a Hawkeye is hard, and she didn't let it faze her at all, and so that was good to see.
It may just be another game for the basketball player, but it's a little different than the game she has played before.
It's kind of a feeling you can't explain. I mean, obviously, in high school you start, but, it's different in college. And I don't know, just my teammates supporting me and encouraging me because I knew I was a little nervous starting, but it was just a great experience.
From Carver Hawkeye Arena, Tanner Desplank, DITV Sports.
Gabby Marshall and the rest of the team will return to action tomorrow night versus Princeton at Carver.
John, look at us.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Doing a sportscast?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
Well, come back tomorrow to see how volleyball is finishing up their season this year.
Lauren, back to you at the desk.